My name's Sebastian, or Seb. Melton Council, I've worked with them in the past, and they asked me to come on board as the lead for this project. And it started off as a lot of my work does, with a workshop kind of starter, where we were doing kind of informal design work. The designs for the powerboxes came out of those workshops, which is often how my work proceeds. Normally there's workshops, and then whatever is developed in those workshops is I use them to design the overall final product. And I often want to emphasize the young person or the young people's involvement. So I really love young people's drawings and their ideas. So I always try to make the resulting artwork very much about whatever the kids did. So the designs are, there's an aesthetic continuity. This one is blue background with the features painted in red and yellow. The first box was a yellow background with features in blue and red. So it's a little bit of a kind of a negative or a contrast. They're very similar in terms of their content. They're like basic symbols about kind of positivity and diversity and community and things like that. The bird features in both. Everybody likes birds. They live in close proximity to people, so they're very evocative, kind of classic images, and they have a kind of poetic quality to them as well. I wanted these to be visually striking, which is why they have kind of bold contrast, which is good for public art because it means people who are driving past or walking past can kind of get the painting pretty quickly. It doesn't require kind of close inspection. It's also much more doable for the young people. I always like to make things very approachable so the young people can feel as if they were very involved in the outcome. I always like working with young people. It's the part of the job that I like the most. I probably would consider doing something else if that element wasn't as prominent in this work. I think kids are really interesting. I find it very easy to talk to them and riff off what they're talking about. And so I always find it's generally a very positive and organic process. There's I think it's usually really funny. So it's probably the most entertaining aspect of my job is just hanging out and painting with kids. There's always something very fun at some point.